What's up guys, Caleb here with another installment of Reality Check, and today we will be talking about the Panasonic TH49DX650Q. That will be the only time I get the name right. Please forgive my stupidity. Let's jump right into it. Okay guys, so talking about 4K monitors today, we have the amazing 49-inch Panasonic TX55DX650. This TV is really cool, it's really affordable, and 4K for the win. Let's jump right into the build and the design. It is a sleek, sexy, simple silver finish. I really like it. It's got an aluminium body, so that's not gonna really be a problem if you bump into anything. It takes a little bit of scratching, but obviously it's your TV, so be extra careful with it. We've also got a nice solid base here as well. It's attached nicely to the TV. The setup is a little bit finicky, but once you actually do have it attached, it's quite rugged and quite solid. It's also got a slightly see-through bezel, or bezel of the bezel, if you will. So that adds a cool, almost three-dimensional effect to looking at it from a dead-on angle. It looks quite cool. It's just a nice little touch. Overall, it's a simplistic aesthetic design. So you can take this TV into any environment or any house, whatever your decor might be, and it's gonna look good. It's not gonna clash with anything. I mean, silver and black goes with everything. So you have no problems there. It's remarkably light for its size. It is a 49-inch TV, and normally when you're dealing with a 49-inch TV, you expect a bit of weight, but I can actually hold this thing by myself without too much trouble. It's remarkably light. Okay, now the things that are very important when purchasing a 4K monitor, and the things that this thing does very well, the Panasonic TX55DX650. The ins and outs, it covers all the possible ports that you might need. It's got 3 HDMI ports, so 2 of them are HDCP 2.2 compatible, and that's important because that software, the anti-piracy software, is not backwards compatible. So it's important to have that in your new TVs so that you can play 4K footage if for whatever reason there is some device that is not compatible with the HDCP 2.2, you still have the HDMI 2.0, so that's good. You also have the option to connect either wirelessly or via Ethernet. Obviously, if you want a bit more of a stable connection, you're gonna go for Ethernet, but if your router's not anywhere close by, wireless is not a problem if you have a nice internet speed. It also has 2 USB ports for viewing media, so one is a USB 3 and one is a USB 2. It also has a digital audio out, so you're gonna get the best possible sound quality coming out of the TV if you're streaming something into it, and you have like a really nice Panasonic sound system hooked up, so it communicates really well with all of their other integrated technology. So the digital output is going to give you the best possible audio that you can get. Okay, let's talk about some of the features that come along board with the Panasonic TX55DX650. So it comes with a quad-core brain. So now that is pretty powerful in terms of how it's going to manage your operating system, and the built-in operating system for the Panasonic TV is Firefox OS. Now, in terms of the battle between Firefox OS and Android OS in terms of TVs, I way prefer Firefox. For me, Android is extremely cluttered. They have a whole lot of needless apps that they throw in there just, I think, probably to get some sponsorship or whatever the case is, but like, it's just a mess, basically. Firefox isn't that much better, but it's definitely cleaner. You're not going to have as many useless apps. It actually provides far more apps that you need and actually want to use in terms of configuring your TV and having access to 4K footage and all those things. I definitely think Firefox is the way to go. Now, because it has this quad-core brain, that operating system is hella responsive. You're not going to wait to go from left to right or any issues like that. It's really nice and easy and simple to use. The remote notwithstanding, however, but it's really well integrated and I really like it. Okay, now we need to talk a little bit about the picture quality. It has its ups and downs, but what we can guarantee is that Panasonic has their color science down. They deliver really even, clear, vibrant, beautiful tones when it comes to their colors, HDR or not, but that is the main issue that people might have with this TV here. There is no HDR. It's fully native 4K, and it's a really crisp 4K at that, and it's an IPS panel, so your color representation is going to be the most accurate that it can be. However, there is no HDR. And that might be a big deal for someone, because we can all admit that when you see HDR on a TV, it really does give the color a little bit of extra oomph. And it also helps you balance out your purest blacks and like your high contrast ratios where you see the best whites and the best blacks. That starts to diminish from the other colors that you see in your TV, and HDR sort of counterbalances that very nicely. However, as I stated earlier, Panasonic has nailed their color science. So while they don't have the highest contrast ratio, their color palettes and their color tones and the shades and the differences in between their colors quite naturally without HDR are fairly flawless. It provides a very even, balanced picture. So when you take all of that into consideration, and also if you consider the price variances in comparison to a TV that has the same size, the same 4K native resolution, and then also has HDR, you're looking at a relative price bump of about 2,000 to 3,000 Rand. So you are gonna pay a bit more for that technology. However, if you're not a complete maniac when it comes to your color representation or your color accuracy, you don't really need HDR with a TV like this. The color it delivers is really, really good. Don't let the lack of HDR be a deciding factor for you. Don't let it make you not purchase this TV. This has really clear, crisp color and really awesome 4K, and it does what you need it to do at an affordable price. Plus it's 49 inches. That's massive. It's huge. It's massive. So that pretty much wraps up everything I have to say about this TV. Yes, it has its downsides, but it also has a whole lot of positives, and it's definitely something I would consider buying, especially when you consider the price tag. And y'all know what that means. Money talk! At the time of this recording, this little puppy, the Panasonic TX55DX 650, was priced at just under 8,000 Rand on Takealot, about 7,900 Rand. Now that really is an amazing deal for a 49-inch 4K quad-core Firefox built-in operating system. I'm gonna use the word here, it's a just TV. It's really, really good. And on top of that, you can also get a 55-inch model with all the exact same specs. It's actually in the exact same series and range as this one for 11,000 Rand. So really, really awesome. And that pretty much wraps up this week's installment of Reality Check, guys. Don't forget to let me know what you think about my nice, new, clean shaven face. That thing was getting out of hand last year. I can't believe no one said anything about it. Let me know what you think about the Panasonic TX55DX 650. Last time I'm gonna say that, but I've been nailing it every time. That will be the only time I get the name right. In the comment section below, do not forget to hit like and subscribe. And we'll catch you guys next week for another installment of Reality Check.